Alrighty. Hello. I feel like this audio is probably pretty good. Let's get the chat up. Also start recording. Yay. How's everybody doing? Playing on some ignition tournaments today. Um, we are playing on ignition today. Testing the audio. Got a 109 monster stack, and then we have the 1650 NFL tune-up, which is a part of their new series. I think they're doing this week because the NFL. Okey doke. It's really close. I think we'd raise force from the hijack. So many big stacks behind us. Just doesn't play very well from our stack depth. So. Okie dokie. We're playing on Ignition today, guys. And I'm lucky to have partnered with them recently. So if you guys want to find a place to play online, there's a link in the description. And some of the best tournaments on my schedule are from Ignition. So, yepers. Games are just so juicy, man. Games are just juicy. I don't got my Steam Deck today, so I apologize if switching the scenes is a little bit clunky. I'm doing what I can. But we're going to be focused on this 109 today. It's the only big buy-in I had today. Everything else was like 33 and under, so we're going to focus on that. I have a little bit of a cough as well, just so you guys know, so I apologize for that. I'll do my best to mute the mic when I cough. I don't want anybody um, like break the mic or something. Look at that! I muted the mic. I've been sick the last few days, but I'm doing my best. I feel pretty good. I just have a sore throat and a cough today. So, Queen Deuce, no guapo. I don't even know if that's a word, but I say it. Let me know how the audio is. It might be a tad bit low, but I think it should be okay. Oh. Oh, man. Sorry, another game I'm playing on a different screen. Been grinding today, man. I'm looking to do something in this 109. I started really good, and then starting stacks 15k down to 10k, but not that it's that big of a deal. I had 20. Played a few big pots and lost. But you know how it is. Um, you know how it is. All right, we're gonna be all in the monster stack. 18 big blinds, blind versus blind, ace 5 offsuit. Slam dunk shove here. Obviously, don't want to get called, but it is possible to get called by worse hands like Ace 3, King Queen suited, King Jack suited. Oh, I was sitting out in another game. I need to get this other ignition game on the screen. Sorry. Let me pull this up real quick. I can't find it. Sorry, one sec. There it is. Oh, he jammed. All right. Well, good luck. He could have aces, he could have kings, but we're not going to fold the queens. Ace king, it's a flip. We have outs. We hit our set, but he hit the straight. That is not very fun. That's okay. It happens. Sorry, it's not the triple header. It's the NFL tune-up. Some good tournaments right now on Ignition, man. Not gonna dabble with the queen jack there. Again, I apologize if the scene changes is a little off. I don't know where my stream deck is. I'm working hard on my stream though, trying to get all the new graphics, and I'm gonna stream regularly. But I'm working with some graphic designers on stuff because my setup is not super top notch. If you know what I'm saying. It's not super top notch. Had a tough month in Vancouver, man. If you guys are watching my shorts, but we gotta pull through. I'm gonna raise the button here. It's a little wide, but these guys aren't gonna 3-bet as much, and they're definitely not going to attack my raise as much as they should. So we get to open a lot wider. And I think we're opening 9-5 suited, if not 9-4 suited, like on the charts. And we fold 3 bets. Sorry, I'll do my best to cover up my cough. I just been sick the last couple days, but still gotta grind, man. Still got to grind. Still gotta grind. Hoping to find a little bit of heat here in the 109. 101 players, 29 are gonna make the money. Think there's still quite a bit of late reg left. If you're trying to hop in, dude, it's a pretty fun tournament. If you guys want to play on Ignition, there's a link in my description as well. What's up, Reese? Thanks for joining, man. Uh-oh, we got kings. We got the kings. Oh, yeah, I'm live. You're good, though. All right. Big blind calls. Get my music to work today either. Just a bunch of problems today. He leads. I think just calling is good. We raise. We just full out all of his random bluffs, and the Ignition games definitely have that random factor. I'd obviously feel a little bit better if I had a club, but regardless. Oh, all right. We call. Jack 9. Nice. Let's go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Let's see where we at here. What did we start with in this tournament? Oh, we might have started. Oh, we had that big hand with queens. That's where we lost. I was like, what hand did we lose? I thought we had some chips, but we had that hand with queens. I believe the starting stack in here was 7,500. So we're almost back to starting. Yes. I love this color on the ignition felt too. The dark green, so nice. Mm-hmm. Okie doke. Let's get some heat. How's everybody doing today? You've been grinding since 10. So we've been grinding today, putting in the hours. We didn't play yesterday because we were sick. Trying to get 1,000 tournaments in the schedule this month. Not in the schedule, but played. That's my goal. Um, all right, we found a little heat. Pocket tens. We found a little heat. It will be raise calling, unless it goes like raise 3-bet, 4-bet. This hand will not find the muck. I hope this guy like shoves 8s or 9s or something. Down to flip for some chips. I'm ready. All right, he gets a call. 7-6-3. This is going to be a board he probably leads sometimes, and a board that I'm going to check back quite a bit. But with this specific hand, I don't think I'm checking. I think it's more of a big bet or check kind of spot. He has 7-6. He has pocket 7s, 3s, 6s. He has 5-4. He has 6-3 suited, 7-3 suited. And 10s is a pretty vulnerable hand. Lots of overcards and straight connecting cards that could come on the turn and river. So a big bet is never a bad idea in a spot like that. Oh, look at that. Get a little ace-queen action. Do you have a day job? No, I do not. Currently playing poker and making content full time. Love you, bro, but I have to say the ignition schedule is awful. Switched to ACR a while back, and everything about the day is better by far. They have bigger prize pools. Yeah, so sure, some of the prize pools might be bigger. I actually play the least on ACR because the games are just so tough. And the games on ignition are ridiculously good. And definitely, like, sure, you could argue that the UI on ACR is a little bit better, but I think the ignition UI is totally good. You can use a HUD. Never had a problem depositing or withdrawing. We're going to shove the ace-queen suited here. The games are just juicy, man. They're juicy. My biggest score ever is on ignition. So maybe this guy has a little like ace-10 or something. Yeah, I'll take it down. It's almost 10 bigs. Let me do a little Instagram story real quick. I'm gonna flat the king 5 suited here on the button. I could 3-bet. But flatting is also good because these players probably won't 3-bet as much as they should against my flat. So I get away with flatting a few more hands. And we flop a very nice draw. Just posting the thing. I think you could go either way between check and bet. I think bet is good because it folds out some ace highs and better king highs. I think I'm just gonna do a third size. And we can easily call a check raise here. Turn deuce, so we improve to a gutter. And typically you don't want to barrel these equity hands, but I don't think he's going to have any check jams on this card. I think if he had an overpair on the flop that he wanted to fast play, he would have probably done it on the flop. So I think we're going to go for a little overbet here. Pull out ace highs and like king queen and stuff. If we get check jammed on, it's definitely a pretty big disaster. Against this size, I don't think you should ever check jam though. All right, take it down. If it was a different board, I'd probably check it back, but he shouldn't have too many fast plays there on the turn. Screen now. Pocket eights here. Just gonna flatten the cutoff. Pretty disconnected board. It's not the worst board in the world. Obviously, he has plenty of king X, but so do we. Definitely gonna call a bet here on the flop. Six is good. It's under our eight. When he checks here, I don't think he's ever going to have a king. It seems like those hands, his king X hands are going to want to continue, get three streets of value. So when he checks here, sure, you could have nines, tens, jacks, queens, but I think we could still bet here for protection against, queen, jack, and hands that have a lot of equity against us, and even get called by worse sometimes if he has like ace five, ace six, maybe ace queen that wants to get sticky. And if we get check raise, he can easily fold. I don't think he's going to have a bluff there too often. And we take it down. Hmm. Interesting. We think we chipped up back to starting here. Yeah, a little over starting stack. Thanks for tuning in, guys. My stream is a little bit rusty, but we're working on it. I'm working with a graphic designer to get some graphics going, and I'm going to have a little schedule going as well. So... Also, the thing is that when you're talking about the ACR prize pools, it just depends on what kind of tournaments you want to play. If you want to play those big, um, you know, those big high variance games, sure. But if you want to play something a little bit more consistent, less variance, lower field size, Ignition is just about as good as it gets. Gonna raise up the pocket fours here. Here. And I played a lot of high variance games during my time in Vancouver, and now I'm doing high volume and lowering my average buy-in as well as my field size. Okay, heads up here. I'm gonna start with a check call on the flop. Still have a heart. We could have the best hand. He has plenty of ace, king, queen, high hands here. Turn queen isn't amazing. We'll just check fold. River Heart, I'm tempted to just bet really small and then fold to a raise. I think I'm going to do that. Really want to face a half pot bet from, the Jack 10 of Hearts or something. We set our price on the river and can easily fold to a raise. We also get value for Morris if he has just like a top pair, second pair. Just pay it off. I don't mind the ignition UI. There's definitely a point to how soft it might actually be, but I don't see a huge difference between the two pools. I can tag people as regs and fun players, which helps in some spots. Yeah, for sure. I know what you're saying. Oh. If you look at it, though, the ignition games are ridiculously soft compared to ACR. I went deep on a 162 on Sunday, and people were just punting down the stretch. And I don't think you ever see that in like a 109 plus on ACR. Not ever, but it's unlikely. And it's pretty consistent with ignition. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Again, I have a little bit of a cough. I apologize. Where are we at here? Starting stack. Starting stack. And then, how did you change your stack to big blinds? There's a software I use called Intuitive Tables, and it does it for you. You can also do, you can use erosion or something. Is what it's called. If you just look up online poker table manager, you'll find one of the two. It's very helpful. It also like sorts your tables out. You can just drag and drop, and it's like a magnet. It's very nice. Okay, pretty weird spot for the Jack 9. If he didn't call, I might call. I think I just fold now. We're just too dominant too often, and we're not really deep enough for that. So. Oh, sorry. Do, 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 do. Tournaments that I have on my schedule. Let's see what else is going on in Ignition here. I think I was going to play the nightly, maybe not. Oh, the 5K. Yeah. 5K guaranteed, 10K chips. It's a great tournament. I love that tournament. Oh, yeah, we're going to raise it up here. We'll definitely raise 9-8 off, and for the same reasons I mentioned earlier. We've been pretty snug in this game, too. Raising the button wide is very plus EV. Let me take it down. Very nice. Separate my music isn't working today. I don't got my Steam Deck or Stream Deck. I got a cough. Hopefully we can run good though. Do you know what I'm saying? We have a decent stack over here. Good luck, my guy. I've been following you on TikTok. Don't let the downswing get to you. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'm doing my best. I'm trying to keep my head up. Just keep grinding. Keep studying. Do whatever I can. Like I said, I'm going to play some more low field size games. A little bit lower of an average buy-in. Build a steadier graph. The high variance games can be brutal sometimes, for sure. Appreciate it, man. Okay, we see a limp here. We see a raise off of a 15 big blind stack. I will peel. No need to 3-bet. We're not deep enough. We don't need to shove. Get a 10-eye board. It's really good. Backdoor straight and flush draws as well. This guy for sure obviously has the overpairs, but our hand has too much equity even against a hand like aces. Backdoor flush, straight draw, and the other outs we have, the 10 and the 9. If we don't see a c-bet, we for sure have the best hand. Okay. Get my half pot here on the turn. Can't really check trap. I don't think delayed c-bets are going to be in order on the 3 of spades. Okay, we see a call here. You can have queen 10, jack 10, but there's more hands that we beat. 9, 8, 8, 7, 10, 7. The fact that he limped definitely means his range is a little bit wider. You can have 10, 6 suited, 10, 4 suited even. And we see the 9. And the question is, what size do we want to use here? It's pretty tricky. I think we probably just want to go for like this, try to get it out of a 10. If he jams, it's pretty nasty. Thing is that he could probably still jam worse. So we'd have to call. We could still jam 10, 10 8, 10 3, 9 8, maybe. Not for sure, but maybe. Because whenever you beat value, you basically just got to put in the money. Off of 20 here, I think we're mucking the 5s. Maybe not, actually. It's really close. There might be 6s plus there. But I'm going to just go for it. Okay. Okay, we see king 6 4 monotone with a club. Pretty easy check back here. Turn a straight draw. We could have the best hand, not counting on it. I definitely would like to see the turn check around again. And when it checks to me, we just check back because we still lose to 6x. But I think it is really likely that we win here. Oh, the river. Yeah. What is going on down here? He limped. I raise. He limp raises me. Not folding. But I'm interested to see what this guy is trying to tell us. Let's see what's going on here. With that size, I'm pretty tempted to fold, but I don't think we can quite yet. I think we do have to peel. Okay, he checks. He can still have like 9 7s. Obviously, could still have the kings, queens, jacks. We are going to check. If he checks, we probably have the best hand. Don't think we need to go for value here. We still lose to a few pocket pairs above a 10. There you go. I don't think we can really bluff just because we'd have too much value. If we had an 8 or if we obviously had like king high or something, I could bluff, but we do not need to bluff that one. You just don't really see this kind of action in a lot of 109s on ACR, you know? It is funny. Once one person limps, everybody starts doing it. Everybody's like, let's go. All right, pocket sevens here. It's gonna be a pretty short stream, I think, today too. We'll see what happens. Just because I don't feel very good, so I might end it off early. But I just wanted to get on for a little and get my feet back in the water. But like I said, hopefully in a few days I'll have all the new stuff for the stream set up. Okie dokie. You see a 3-bet, we'll most likely just jam it in. Look at that. That's a set. Look at that. I love flopping sets. So fun. Flopping middle and bottom set is the best because you don't block top pair. Lowering the binds and stakes will definitely help you in the long run. Wanting to do too much fast is how poker players are broken. I'll continue to follow your journey and hope to see you play big games. Hey, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Just gonna bet a quarter here. I'd probably only use this size. And I might even bet range on this kind of disconnected board. We see a check raise. No need to 3-bet the flop here. That'd be pretty bad. We also have jacks over here. I'll let you guys know if we're all in. But we're just going to flat the jacks here. He never has kings, so we basically have the nuts. We want to let him blast it off with his, 9-8 of spades or something. So we just call again. We just call again. All right, actually, we're going to be all in with the jacks here. In the 109. Here we go. Come on. What do we got here? Come on. Ace queen. We got to win a flip. That's an ace. That's not good. Jack. All right. GG. Can't win those flips. But we are going to call all in here with the sevens. I wasn't slow rolling. I was just doing that so you guys could see. It probably felt like a slow roll. That's all right. It's all right. That was not supposed to be intentional. I was just trying to show the streams. We lost a flip here, though. What are you going to do in the 109? Got any good? It's all right, though. And now we have a big stack over here, though. Not a big stack, but a good stack. A good stack. Let's see if I'm going to enter any more ignition games. Let me see. NFL tune-up stuff is good. Ooh, the 4K Super PKO sounds fun. Let's do it. We're going to hop in that. Alrighty. Let's do it. Let's see. Is it back here? Okay, hold on. I'm just going to throw this table on here. There we go. All right. I had a pretty good Sunday. I mean, when I say good, I just mean small profit. A lot of times Or recently, my Sundays have been big hits, big losses, which is tough. So when you find the green on a Sunday, it's pretty nice. Usually it's like a big green though, because you either win a lot or you don't. Oh man, I'm sitting out over there. But yeah, found the green. We cashed at a lot of our biggest buy-ins, which is always nice. Man, this is the ignition random factor. I'm not gonna call, but I've seen I've seen crazy things. The big blind, you have to download software, either Intuitive Tables or Erosion. I don't even know what that's called, but just search up online poker table manager on the web and on the web, and yeah, download one of those. Smooth sailing from here on down. Alrighty. Excuse me. My nose is stuffy. I got a cough. I'm all out. I'm just a big mess today. You have a 10 though. Limped pot, by the way. And we will call the flop. Probably fold the turn. Alright, you win, buddy. You win! I believe you. Is that so crazy to say? Probably shouldn't be talking right now. Just because my throat hurts. Why'd you go live, Gail? Why'd you go live then? It's awesome. Excuse me. Because I'm flipping awesome. Alright, we're going to raise up ace 10 over here. Am I on the screen or not? Again, I apologize for the bad switching of the games. I don't have my little stream deck that I usually do. Well, we have ace 10. We raise to get a call from the cutoff here. And we see the queen jack 10. Just going to check here. We'd probably check our whole range. So, yep. We see the 9, just terrible card. And we'll check again. Maybe we check around and we win. Who knows? Probably not, though. Maybe it's like 5s and 6s. If he bets here, I'm confused. Oh. That means he has a queen. Never mind. A straight. Again, I apologize for the coughing. Which one do I use? I use Intuitive Tables. Just because it works with global poker as well. Stand up. I think we should. Okay, we're going to defend the 9 deuce here. Suited. Flop a deuce. We're going to go back over here, actually. This race is really weird. Sure, it could be like the nuts, but I think we just want to jam, especially when he calls. We're covering for this bounty as well. That'd be a pretty nice take. I think I'm going to jam. Sure, this could be aces from this guy, but a lot of times I just see crazy fours. Here we go. We flop a 7. That's good. All right, what a pot. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. And for that, we're going to stand up. We are going to stand up. Big pot. And we get a little bounty. A little something. How's life been lately? Let's jump into the deep end. The life of a poker player isn't always about roses and sunshine. That's definitely pretty true. It's not pretty true. It is true. But life's been great, man. Very, very lucky to be where I'm at right now. Very fortunate. Hey ya, hey ya. Okay. Fours. You see, that's the ignition game right there. That is why we play on this site. The games are just too good. You can't pass it up, man. You just can't. Just too good. Excuse me. So excuse me for sniffling. Sniffle. Okay, raising the king 6 here from the low jack. Small blind was sitting out, so I could probably even go. Oh, wait. Oh, he limped. I guess I should have raised bigger. Sometimes when you multi-tail, you just miss a little few things. Alrighty. And he leads. This is... When you see something like this, you know it's going to be a fun player. He limp calls, leads for half pot. That's why we love ignition. My biggest score ever was on ignition, the 55 nightly, for $7,100. That was a sick score. And my second biggest score ever was also on ignition for $5,500. That was the big deep run I had in Vancouver. Final table with like 36 grand for first. I got 5th. It's kind of a depressing way to go out too. But we don't need to think about that. Stomach kind of hurts. Oh man, I hate being sick. It's the worst, man. It's just the worst. Can't do anything. Actually, you can play online poker, but you want to make sure you're in the right mindset for that, you know? You can't just play if you're sick. You can't, it's not like just watching TV or something, you know? This is a pretty shallow stack. Most of the time I would 3-bet this in, but I think due to the fact that he's really short, I think flatting is okay. A small blind comes along as well. See an ace-high board, which is great. And we see a lead from the small blind. Now, this is never going to be anything, right? So, do we want to raise or call? I think raise just to get value from all of his random draws. I think we got to go big when he bets that small compared to the size of the pot. Okay. King on the turn. Shouldn't change anything about the hand. He doesn't have ace king. He doesn't have kings. So now we just bet for value. And I think we size up to deny equity from his draws and, you know, get value from worse ace-x, get value from 8-7. River now is pretty tricky because one of the highest hands we were getting value from was ace-8. Don't think we're ever going to get value from worse when we jam here. So I think we probably just want to check back. It is close though. We might lose. We might lose like ace jack, but I think we're gonna be good. What I tell you, bro? Ace eight. What I say, man. It's all right. Not really too mad about it. I just kind of happy I decided to check it back there and realize that you got to count the hands you're getting value from. So the worst ace X, it's not much once the 8 hits the river. Anyway, you just left Pennsylvania, and I'm sad about those games we're soaking with whales. Dude, sounds fun. Okay, gonna fold the Queen Jack. Anyway, that was a tough hand, of course, but I didn't make the check back. You know, it is what it is. I'm glad we got value from the flop and turn. I got this new webcam and it tracks my face, dude. I can't even, lean out of the way of the camera to cough, dude. It's freaking spying on me. All right, we got the ace queen suited. Great hand. Oh, but we got a better hand over here, dude. God, I love aces. They look so pretty. I like the cards on Ignition too. They're very cool. The ones on ACR are so bland, dude. ACR by far has the most outdated, worst card graphics I've ever seen. GG looks amazing, dude. Chico's pretty good too, actually. I think we're gonna raise to like 4.2. Should be good. Hoping to get some action here. This is the guy that limped a lot earlier. These guys have been limping just a ton, so I don't expect them to fold too often. And we do get action on the 5-4-3. I think we could go either way between check and bet. I think it's always good to give these guys rope. But I'm going to move over here. Pocket tens we open. This guy shoves for a bounty. We're not going to fold. We're just going to rejam. But we're going to go here. Alright, shoves and... Alright, it's easy game. Or is it? Oh, man, he's got outs. It's not an easy game. Never mind. We're going with the tens here, too. Aces. He has a diamond as well. Well, what are you going to do? I definitely didn't expect him to raise that big with, like, the nut. The nut. Yeah, I'm just going to shove tens there every time just because he's going for the bounty and, we're going to be ahead quite a bit. Sure, we could run into those hands, but I didn't think he was going to raise that big with aces or kings. And we busted here, too, with the flush draw and, or he had the flush draw. All right, so we're down to our final game on Ignition. We might actually, let's enter another one. Mike's a little quiet. Sorry about that. We're actually about to go on break. So I will be back. All right. Your last game here. Yeah, we love the content. Curious what online sites you recommend for beginners. Well, softest games, I think, probably on Ignition. Great tournaments, great value. So I got a little cough drop in right now, but and there's a link in my description on this stream for the Ignition site. Chico's great. ACR Global. Those are the only American sites. Well, the renegade of punk. I just punted in one of my other games. Man, punting's kind of fun sometimes, actually. You gotta laugh it off. You're like, oh my god, I can't believe I did that, man. And you're just like, oh well. Moving on, rebuy. And that was exactly how my day goes. I punted again. Really good at it too. Like I'm really good at it. Not as good as these guys on the Ignition tournaments though. Those guys are like pros. Okie dokie. Excuse me. God, I hate having cough. It's the worst. Too much run bad's gonna kill me, man. What was that one? Okay, what's going on here? Turn my mic a little. There we go. Okay. The Santa Maria. We have what big pot did we lose over here? Thought we had 2x starting. We probably punted. You know how it goes. Oh, oh, the ace-10 hand. Yeah, that was tough. I'm happy with the way I played it, though, to be honest. I bet I got value when I was ahead, and I checked back when I was behind. Don't think you can really do much better than that, if I'm being honest. Hmm. Bum bum bum. Where's the money on this one? Oh, we're in the money. Nice. On a different tournament. Yeah, I'll probably end the stream here soon, but I'll see how this one plays out on Ignition. Can UK players play on Ignition? I don't know. You can play for sure in the US and Canada. Um, but when you're playing Canada, you have to play on Bodog, which is the same as Ignition, just a different skin. And that's it, I think. I don't know. Learn right now. Give it away. Give it away. Bet you'll check it out. Yeah, man. I would if I was you. Hmm. Great value. You guys have seen. You guys have only been. This hasn't even been an hour, and we've already experienced the ignition hunting. Um, hmm. I'm gonna bet here. Mm-hmm. Nice. And this guy shoves. Sorry, I got a cough drop in my mouth. It's kind of weird. Good question. Let me just chew this up real quick. Um, you said what was the point of going to Vancouver when you only played online? You could have just stayed home. So I actually thought that I could be able to play on a lot of the Canadian sites. I only got to play on GG. I couldn't play on Stars Party 888 or I think that was it. Couldn't overlimp here. So I thought I could be able to play on those sites. I couldn't. There's some verification problems. What are you gonna do though? Still had a fun trip, and it's more to just like zone in, eliminate your distractions, kind of live on by yourself for a little, and like really dial it in, and just go experience in a new city. It's fun. I had a lot of fun. It's a really beautiful place. How do you get the big blind? Gotta have a table manager. I use something called Intuitive Tables, so you can look that up. It is very nice. Excuse me. Why is my thing? Follow my face, dude. AI webcam. AI. What doesn't have AI these days, man? Come on. All right, raising on the button here. Big stack on the big blind. What are we doing here, pal? Tank fold. He hit me with the tank fold. We will open if it folds to us here. Here we go. What happened? Is this guy in the tank or what? Did it cut out? What's going on here? He folded? Okay, king 10 deuce. We're just going to bet here. Quarter is probably fine. Nick said, Gil, I have a staking slash buying action proposition for you. You can hit me up on Instagram at GilJackPoker. Definitely interested though. Just shoot me a DM. Alrighty. I believe I'm gonna hop off here, guys. Pretty short stream, but I just not feeling the best. I don't want to be coughing all over you guys. So, appreciate you guys tuning in. This was fun. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. Got some new graphics, some new stuff coming up, and hope you guys have a good one. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Play this last hand. All right, that's it.